Welcome student. We are going to discuss about energy stored in a capacitor. See, we all know the energy capacitor is used to store energy in its dielectric between the plates. First let us take it two plates, initially two plates of a capacitor. Both are initially uncharged. Both plates are initially uncharged. Uncharged means it will have equal number of positive and negative charge. This will also have equal number of positive and negative charge. We call it as a plate A and we call it as plate B, and the separation between them is D, and its area is A, its area is also A, and air is here, air is the dielectric in between. Suppose, and this is connected to a battery. When this is connected to a battery of potential difference V. See, initially suppose a dq charge is transferred, that is plus dq is transferred from plate B to A. Initially plus dq charge is transferred from plate A to plate B to A. So if it has to be transferred from here to here, the work has to be done. So work external has to be done in transferring from here to here a charge of plus dq, a small amount of charge. So that is done by the external battery in transferring the plus dq charge from here to here. Now, so let this work done be dW. So dW, further it will pump the charge from here to here, dq. This will become slowly this will become positive charge. Since it is losing positive charge, this plate, this is more and more become negative charge. So this will slowly from zero charge, positive charge to it increase final plus q charge, and this will lose that much amount of positive charge, that will become 0 to plus q, and 0 to this will become minus q. And the electric field are inside the plates. It means there is existing electric field from positive charge to negative charge between the plates. So E is inside the plates, between the plates, that is inside the dielectric, is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. As it is, we have seen plus and minus charged plates are there. The electric field in between is equal to sigma by epsilon naught, and we know charge is Q is equal to C into V, right? So small amount of work is done. This small amount of work done. So what is dW? So now dW, small amount of work done in shifting charge from here to here. Positive charge, small amount of charge positive from here to here, small amount of charge, dW is equal to V into dq, because potential is equal to W by charge or dW by dq, or therefore dW is equal to V into dq. And we know what is V? V is equal to Q by C into dq. This is the small amount of work done. The total work done in shifting positive charge from 0 to Q through dq, because initially dq charge is transferred from here, again one more dq charge is transferred from here. This is positive is shifted from here. It means this is becoming more and more positive. It will gain positive potential, and this will become more and more negative. So this will have a negative potential. That potential difference between them, that V is equal to positive potential minus negative potential. So this is the work done. Now work done. So total work done is equal to W, where W is equal to integration of summation of all the small work, that is from 0 to W, that we can say is equal to integration of charges transferred from 0 to positive Q into dW. dW is equal to Q by C into dQ, or W, this will become W, applying the upper limit W minus 0 is equal to W. So we can take out 1 by C out into integration of Q into dQ, integration of Q is equal to Q power 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 is equal to Q square by 2. So this becomes 1 by C into Q square by 2, and we have to apply the limit also, because this is charges from 0 to Q. So 0 to Q. So which is equal to this 2 we can take outside 2C into. First apply the limit capital Q to small q, Q square, then apply this limit to this one, 0. It means work done is equal to Q square by 2C. So this is the work done in shifting a charge of plus Q. This is the total work done in shifting a charge of plus Q from here to here. So therefore W is equal to Q square by 2C. See, this work done is stored as potential energy in the capacitor, that is in the dielectric. This work done is, because we have seen work energy theorem in plus 1, that is how much work you do, that is converted into that much of energy. Here is the potential energy. This work done is converted into potential energy of capacitor, and where it is stored in the dielectric between the plates. It is stored in the dielectric of the capacitor. So this is all about work done. So it means we can write the work done is converted into potential energy, which is equal to Q square by 2C. This is the expression for potential. So energy of a capacitor is equal to Q square by 2C, that is U is equal to Q square by 2C. So we have derived work done is stored as potential energy, which is equal to Q square by 2C, or U is equal to Q square by 2C, and we know Q is equal to CV. So we can write it as is equal to CV whole square divided by 2C is equal to C square V square by 2C is equal to half into C into V square. This is another expression for the energy stored in the capacitor. Now one more we can write it also. U is equal to half into, what is C? C is equal to Q by V. C is equal to Q by V into V square. So is equal to half into QV. There are three expressions for potential. So water, as per the given data, you can use it. This is equal to half into Q square by C is equal to half CV square is equal to half into QC. These are the three expressions for the potential. Now, see Q square by 2C, how we can write? Q square by 2C is the potential energy, which is equal to, what is Q? Charge is equal to, see, surface charge density is equal to charge by area. Surface charge by area. It means Q square can be written as sigma A whole square by 2C is equal to, and C can be written as C parallel plate capacitor. So C for a parallel plate capacitor, C is equal to C is equal to sigma A epsilon naught A by D. See, since air is used, so this is the permittivity of free space. So we can write, in place of C, we can write epsilon naught A by D. So this becomes sigma square A square divided by 2 sigma A into D. So U is equal to this and this get cancelled, is equal to half into sigma square into divided by epsilon naught into A into D. So sigma square epsilon naught, and we know the electric field inside is equal to what? How much? Simple. There is nothing. We are not doing anything new. Only the formula. We are manipulating the formula. Nothing else. So this is equal to this A into D is equal to volume between the capacitor plates. So volume between the capacitor plates. So is equal to half into sigma. In place of sigma, we can write E into C epsilon naught. In place of sigma, we can write, because what is sigma? The sigma is equal to E into epsilon naught from this equation. So sigma square we can write it as epsilon naught into E whole square by epsilon naught into E into D. So E. So U is equal to half into epsilon naught square into E square divided by epsilon naught into A into D. Is equal to half this epsilon naught E into A into D. So this is the expression for potential energy. This is also one expression. One of the expression. There are three here. This also an expression. Half Q square, half into Q square by C, half into CV square, half into QC, and half into epsilon naught E into epsilon naught E into A into D, where A into D is the volume between the plates of the capacitor. Now, energy density in electric field of a capacitor. It is the energy stored in a capacitor per unit volume. It is denoted by a small u. So, U is equal to U by V. Energy stored in a capacitor per unit volume is called energy density, where U is small is equal to energy density and U is equal to energy stored in capacitor. Energy stored in capacitor. So volume. So V is equal to volume of the capacitor. So this is the capacitor whose area is A and the distance between them is D. This is plus minus. The volume is equal to area into the distance of separation. So V is equal to A into D. So energy stored per unit volume, that is energy density is equal to energy stored per unit volume. Energy stored per unit volume, already we have derived it. Energy stored epsilon naught E square, epsilon naught E square A into D divided by volume. Volume also A into D. So this and this cancels. So this is equal to energy stored is equal to, this is equal to a half into epsilon naught into E square. This is the energy density, small u, energy density. If the capacitor is filled with dielectric, that is E is equal to epsilon naught into K. It means here it is between the plate other than air and vacuum, if it is filled with dielectric whose value is equal to epsilon, whose value is equal to permittivity of free space in dielectric strength, or epsilon naught into relative permittivity. In that case, small u, that is energy density, is equal to half into epsilon into E square is equal to half into epsilon naught into K into E square. So u is equal to half into epsilon naught into E square into K. So this is when air is kept as dielectric. It means the dielectric, when it is filled with a dielectric strength K, it increases K times the dielectric times. Therefore, mu width is equal to half into epsilon naught E square into K.